lobby.
Good evening. Thanks for everybody for showing out tonight and for everybody online for tuning in. I'm extremely excited tonight to introduce our new 3rd District Councilmember-Elect, LeGris.
Hello everybody, thank you so much. Thank you to my friends and neighbors and future constituents. I'm humbled and honored to be your new 3rd District City Council member. When I declared my candidacy 11 months ago, the world looked very different. I've worked hard to connect with voters, listen to their thoughts on the issues, and draw upon my diverse career to develop a platform based on real solutions. Having a choice is deeply important in democratic elections, and there was a slate of qualified candidates who ran this year. To that end, I want to thank Jessica Moeller, Charles Smith, and Christine Stanley for their passion and willingness to serve our district. Jess and I spoke earlier today, and I respect her commitment to our community, the connection she's built, and the platform that she shared during this council race. As a first-time candidate, I ran a community-based campaign with as much professionalism and integrity as I could give. I've worked hard to be positive, accessible, and authentic, because I know that the way that you carry yourself really matters. I was fortunate to gain the endorsements and the support of community leaders like Deborah Hensley, Jim Gray, and Anita Courtney. From them, I have learned the best way to make a difference is by listening to people, by working through shared values, and by passing meaningful legislation. I respect each one of them so much, and I want to thank them for their encouragement and guidance. I also want to thank my campaign team: Holston, Manny, Calvin, Houston, Jackson, Jeff, Lydia, Lucy, Andy, Tori, and Yulia, and especially my campaign manager, Jason. I'm grateful for your hard work, for your ideas, and for your belief in this campaign. You are all so talented and driven, and I look forward to seeing the positive impact you'll continue to have in our future and in our community. I also want to take a moment to honor the memory of our former 3rd District Council member, Jake Gibbs. He exemplified what a public servant should be. And I never would have run for office without his support and positive example. I miss his warmth and wisdom, and I aspire to build on his legacy to make Lexington safer, healthier, and friendlier. And finally, I want to thank all of my supporters. Whether you volunteered, put up a yard sign, or cast your ballot for me, I cannot express how grateful I am for your trust and confidence. I have learned so much from talking to you and learning about our shared vision for the future. Regardless of who you voted for, we have some real challenges ahead. But as your council member, I will be committed, honest, fair, and accountable to everyone in the 3rd District. Thank you again for your support. I appreciate this community and your voices now more than ever. I look forward to advocating for you and making Lexington a better place to live for everyone. And now I want to introduce Anita Courtney, who is the wife of our former council member, Jake Gibbs, and she's going to say a couple of words tonight. Thank you, Anita.
Jake Gibbs loved the 3rd District. In the 42 years he lived in Lexington, he lived in 4 different places in the 3rd. For a short time, he lived on Preston Avenue, which was just outside of the 3rd. And during that time, he referred to himself as the uprooted And that was based on a book by Oscar Hamlin called The Uprooted, The Great Migration of America. He was a downtown guy. He liked being close to downtown. He liked being able to walk there. One of the many things he liked about Hannah is that she rides her bike almost everywhere she goes. And to Jake, that was a sign of someone who was deeply committed to the environment, who walked the talk, and who, you know, what happens when you walk or ride a bike is you're more connected to the community than when you're driving by, and we really appreciate that. I think we would be very pleased to hand the torch of the 3rd District to Hannah LeGris. He appreciated her intelligence, the way in which she's down to earth, and her integrity. And I wish her just the very best as she takes care of this beautiful and complex place that we live in. I also would like to give a shout out to Councilmember Mark Swanson, who took Jake's place after he passed away. I called Mark 2 days after Jake died, after doing a lot of thinking about who would be the person Jake would feel most comfortable taking this position. And Mark didn't hesitate for a second. Like, yes, I'll do that. And he's done such a good job. He has posed questions and challenged kind of the status quo, worked hard. He's just been great. So I really thank him for taking the torch in between Jake and Hannah. So Hannah, I wish you all the very best. Thank you for your work. I also want to appreciate your campaign team. I don't know all of them, but I do know Jason and Manny and Andy and Lily and your great graphic designer and all the other great people. And that too, to me, is a sign of someone who knows how to galvanize people and get good work done. So, all the best. Thank you.